Good evening, everyone. I am here finally. Yes, I am here. How is everyone doing this evening? Whew, been running around like a wild woman. I'm gonna have to watch that coffee. It's a little hotter than I'm expecting. Good evening, Tamara. Welcome to chat. How are you doing? Hello, on my way. I hope you're still here. How are you doing? Waiting for the owls to fly in. Hey, Monica, welcome to chat this evening. How are you doing? Hope everyone's staying cool. Hey, there's holding down the fort. How are y'all doing? Oh, there's my sister Bounty in the Badlands. Welcome to chat, everyone. Hope y'all aren't melting in this heat. I love that holding down the fort. I say that a whole lot. Waiting for all the owls to come in to sit by the fire for a while. Not too close, as hot as it is here. Plus, it's way too dry to be having a fire around here. I'm glad you're getting rain. We haven't seen rain in about a week and a half, 2 weeks now. Okay, Amy, I'm going to try to remember it. Don't hold it against me. Hey, Regina, how are you doing? All the owls are coming in. Good evening, Tanya. I'm glad you were able to make it. Hope everyone's doing well. And I told you, sister, you'd eventually get some rain. Yes, I'm terrible with names unless I see your face. If I know you by face, I will always remember your face, but I might not always remember your name. But if I ever meet you, yeah, I'll remember you. Yes, we need rain bad. I've been wanting to use the fire pit to do some cooking, but I'm not about to set a campfire. Not around my place. It's a tinder box. Hey, Leslie, welcome to chat. Called oldness. No, I've always been that way. I've been bad with names. Unless I talk to you on a regular basis, I will definitely remember your face. But as for names, unless I talk to people on a regular basis, I won't remember names. Hey, Kathy, welcome into chat. Hope you're doing well. Now, I do have some timers. I think that's being brought on by Junior, but but sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the situation. But I know some timers is doing way better than the old timers. So far I'm above ground. I am not kicking as high, but I'm still kicking. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, I eventually want to do my fry bread recipe. It's just been so hot. That's just like the video for tomorrow won't be made until after live stream because yeah, I got up out there, and I got to thinking, I'm like going, yeah, it's no, I'm waiting till dark, and that's when I'll make the video because, yeah, no, I didn't want to do any tanning in the daytime. North of the grass. I like that one. Hey, how are you doing, Heather? It's been a while. Yeah, there I've been so busy, so busy. Yes, he's been slowly putting weight on his foot. Right now, he's in the kitchen helping me. He's in there helping me because he knew I run out of time and dinner won't be. I won't finish up dinner until after the live stream, and then after the live stream, then I'll work on the video for tomorrow. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. That's wonderful to hear. You know, it's always good to have a dentist in the family. I'm telling you. Yeah, I get accused a lot of working people. Yeah, I'm when it starts getting hot, I'll start canning. If you've been with my channel long enough, you know I can into the night. I can into the night because it's too when that's like today we got up to 98. No, I don't want to be standing over no hot pots in 98-degree heat. And of course, that's not even including the humidity added into it. So it's like, nope. I decided real fast I'm waiting till after the live stream to do the video for tomorrow. And then tomorrow I can get caught up on other things during the day for other videos through the week. I've been trying to keep videos up and going. Friday, I just said finally I needed a break. I hated to do it, but I just couldn't. No, I didn't get to go to the show because yeah, I'm not that rich. The beginning tickets was $30, but they were out because I had to be at family's house where they're close to the air show. And so Friday they were all the planes were out and practicing, and then I got to go visit my sister Angela for Saturday. Jana, I got to go visit my sister Angela Saturday and Sunday. I was back at family's house and got to see some of the air show. It has been. I'm sorry, a lot of people are complaining about it. Well, I'm sorry. I think it's epic to get to see not only the Blue Angels, but oh my gracious, do you know how adrenaline rushing epic it is to have a Vietnam era helicopter come just right above your vehicle? That was wonderful. West Tennessee, on the outskirts of Memphis. Yeah, it'll you have to be careful about those flowers, but try again. Do make you another batch. Hey, October Opal, I'm glad you was able to make it to chat. How are you doing this evening? Yep, you will. You should be set really well. That is wonderful. That's wonderful. As long as they all stay on your side, that'll be great. We're doing good here as best as we can. Still hanging in there. You can. Or if you want to, before, now they won't lose their flavor, they just won't be as pretty. You don't have to dehydrate them. Let them wilt. Don't put them in the sun or anything, but put them on like a paper towel or a screen and let them wilt for about an hour or two and then add it to the vinegar. That way, the heat of the dehydrator can make a lot of the essential oil evaporate. Now, if you just naturally let them dry a little bit, like an hour or two, just wilt down, it'll be fine. Good luck. Good luck. I'm not sure mine's making it because I'm telling you, it's it's been ridiculous hot here, and this week, yeah, we're looking at actual temperatures of 100 and better. Then the humidity will be kicked in. What you barking about? Huh? Here, let me hold on a minute, y'all. Okay, now you can go look outside. You're okay. Jana making her appearance, and like I said, if they don't take, try back again in August, September, because, yeah, that's usually when you start your roses. Actually, going into the AC is some of the worst stuff you can. We just we sit outside under the canopy, under the oak tree, and we drink either Switchel or Gatorade or coffee. People gonna have to get used to with what's coming, especially if there's a rolling blackout. You ain't gonna have no AC. Actually, the best thing to have on you is a regular fan. You get you get your body acclimated to the temperature. As long as you're not out in the direct sun and you're in the shade and getting fluids in you, you'll be fine. Yes, no to the AC because I'm in AC right now and I know I'm going to pay for it when I go home. See, my daddy back in the day, he didn't like to go into the house in the AC. And that man drank straight black coffee in the heat because he says, because he flat out told me, don't you drink cold drinks in the summertime because it makes it worse on your body. He said, do like room temperature drinks or hot coffee or hot tea, and that way it doesn't put as much stress on your body and your immune system and everything. And it regulates, your body uses more energy to acclimate itself after you drink a cold drink than it does when you drink a room temperature drink. Yeah, I want to wear my skirts, but yeah, them skeeters tell me different. Oh no, this is typical weather for us. We're just getting it early. No, there was let's see, it was about 6, 7 years ago. We were 2 months straight in the hundreds. So yeah, no, we're used to the heat down here. Yeah, my daddy, he rarely ever drank a cold drink unless it was about winter time. Then he every once in a while in the summer he'd have a cold drink if he was inside the house. Yeah, I've tried the cucumber water. No, me and my body don't. My body don't like that. No. And the worst thing, people, I swear, every time you hear it, drink water, drink water. Well, guess what? When you sweat, you're sweating out a whole lot more than just water. And there's a lot of reasons why people get so sick from the heat is they're not replacing the sodium in your body, you're not replacing the potassium, you're not replacing the magnesium. So drinking just straight water, if you're sweating really heavy, you're going to mess yourself up bad. And that's why I'll if I'm outside, I'll either make tea and I'll put a spoonful or two of blackstrap molasses in it, and I sprinkle a little salt in mine. You got to be careful because why do you think when you have to go to the hospital or anything, what's the first thing they hook up to you? Saline bags. Because a lot of times the reason people are sick is because they've allowed their salt levels in their body to crash. Yeah, see, the only way I can get water in me because I can't drink the city water. I've never been able to. It's because it's the metals and the chlorine and the fluoride in it. Now, I can drink Berkey water without a problem, but I just don't want to carry that Berkey everywhere with me. Pickle juice is extremely good, but you want to water it down some. You don't want to just drink straight pickle juice because then that is too salty. But yeah, add a little pickle juice. I swear by the switchel, also known as Haymaker's Punch. I swear by that. A lot of times I use the pink Himalayan salt once in a while, depends on how much I have sweated. I'll use just a little bit of iodized salt because I don't get a whole lot of iodine in me. But I don't use the iodized salt a whole lot. But when I get every once in a while, I'll add a little bit of that so I can get the iodine in me. Salt tablets, yep. But most of the time, I use the Himalayan salt, which unfortunately does not, that I know of, have the iodine in it. So, like I said, once in a little while, I'll use the table salt, but I try not to use much of that at all. But a lot of people don't realize a lot of that you sweat out, yes, is water, but it's also your potassium, your magnesium, and all of that. You've got to keep it balanced. Hey, there's another owl. Hey, Beverly, welcome to chat. How are you doing? But yeah, I try to tell everybody, yeah, drinking water is good for you, but you better be careful because you'll flush yourself out too much. And a lot of times, the reason why people get sick is not so much being dehydrated; it's the mineral loss in your body. Hey, Renee, welcome to chat. How are you doing? Oh no, you're not a late owl. No, no, no. I'm an aquaholic. Yes, bag. I'll tell you right now. Leg cramps signify uh, that your potassium or your magnesium is way too low. Way too low. Now, personally, might not be for you, but for me, I'm telling you, I take a swig of black, and when I say a swig, I take the lid off the jar, get me a good mouthful of blackstrap molasses, and swallow. To me, personally for me, It dissolves in my system faster than a banana could ever think about. And that's the one way that you know for a fact. And to me, it works faster. It doesn't take as long for your body, nowhere near as long as for your body to dissolve pills, supplements in you. But yeah, everyone should keep a jar or two or three. Well, we got quite a few of molasses, and it's not bad. It's not bad at all. You just got to get used to it if you're not used to eating molasses. Yes, yes, magnesium helps. Now, if you're not diabetic, because the molasses does have some sweetness to it, not a whole lot, but it does have some sweetness. The magnesium and potassium supplements would be better for you to take, but you need to take them regularly to stop that from happening. Hey, Stacy, hands in the dirt. How are you doing? Yes, you can do that. Do it that way. See, I take mine at night. Sometimes I'll start in because I don't drink straight water. I like my water colored. I either do tea or I'll do coffee. Yes, easier to get it down, and I'm telling you, you won't believe how fast a dose of molasses will work for you. Yes, it, Stacy, it means that your magnesium or potassium levels are very, very low. When you start any kind of body cramps, especially in your legs and everything, or when you get the restless leg syndrome, that's the reason for it. That will, a swig of pickle juice will help too, unless you have high blood pressure. Because you got to remember that pickle juice is made with table salt. So you have to. It's a it's a game you got to play with. Hey Tammy, welcome to chat. How are you doing? Oh yes, I know about that joke all too well. And you know, that last mole through the tunnel knows that joke too. Yes, I know about that good tired. I know about that way, way too much. But yeah, like Bounty said, you can stir it in drinks. I've stirred it in my coffee. Now it makes the coffee taste just a little weird, but hey, guess what? I'm still going to drink it. But yeah, people would be amazed at how wonderful molasses works. And for me, since my digestive system is messed up thanks to no gallbladder, um, the molasses works better in me than supplements because sometimes my system doesn't dissolve the supplement. Oh yes, yep, I've heard that one so many times. When you cut your sweet potato slips, how are you growing them? I don't cut my slips. I'll have to do a video. I'm still waiting for YouTube to finally pay me because my slips are about this tall already. Now I don't do my slips in water. I plant my sweet taters in this time instead of in the tote. I used a long planter And what I do is I just reach down beside the sweet potato and just take my finger and break the slip off, and it's already rooted and ready to go. The neuropathy, let me tell you, magnesium is your friend. Magnesium is your friend for neuropathy. Oh, I missed a deleted message. What did I miss? Oh, yes. Oh, I've heard all of those old jokes. I'm telling you, I've heard them all. Yeah, but it depends on if you've done them that way before and they've worked for you, keep doing it. Just because I say this is how I do it, it might not work for you, but it gives you a basis to try different ways. Yes, magnesium is a wonderful, wonderful substance. Yes, your body needs it. Oh no, I am the poster child for please do not lose your gallbladder. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. I still have the ghost gallbladder attacks, everything. I have to be extremely careful what I eat. I cannot have any artificial sweeteners, which I couldn't before. I'm highly allergic to them. I'm allergic to most of all these fake colors that they keep putting into food and everything. And yeah. All right, let me go back. Yes, it still hurts. I still hurt. Every once in a while, yes, I pass a gallstone, believe it or not. Now, I eat extremely healthy. Now, once in a while, I'll backpedal, have something bad, but you know what? I eat a whole lot better, but still, I never know what's going to set it off. Oh, she's got to have a gallbladder surgery too? Or was it her gallbladder instead of the pancreas? Hey, Angela, there she is. Hey, sister, how are you doing? That's perfectly fine. Listen away. Yes, I eat hot peppers left and right. Now, spicy food don't bother me at all. Now, one I have to watch out for sour cream. Sour cream will set me off, and the saddest part is, absolutely love sour cream. Hamburger, no. If we don't use either ground chuck, ground sirloin. I can't use no cheap hamburger whatsoever. I will have a ghost gallbladder attack. I was worried that might have been the case because that's why I lost my gallbladder. I had a stone that tried to move through my duct that was bigger than a quarter and got stuck. I was going to ask you if it was due to the gallbladder because a lot of times the gallbladder is what causes the pancreas to act up. I know, poor thing, working yourself to death, I'll tell you. Hey, Pauletta, welcome to chat. How are you doing? I have no choice. I have to avoid them. And that's why I have to read the labels of everything. Yeah, don't believe that 50-50 stuff. But no, there's a many a time I wish I could get another gallbladder put in because after a while you get really tired of it. You really do. Now, Tanya, your sweet potato slips, are you doing the sweet potatoes in water or did you plant them in a tub with dirt? Now, I will tell you, after she has her surgery, she needs to avoid bats for about a week. Need to eat real lean if possible. But yeah, no. There's two ways the gallbladder removal surgery can go. You will have a happy life and able to eat any and everything you want to, which I hope that's what happens for her, or you end up like me. You have to be leery of everything you eat because you never know what's going to set you off. It's life. You know what? I'm still going. It gets aggravating after a while because you get mad because you never know what's going to start a ghost gallbladder attack. Sometimes, sometimes I can get it to stop. It's the weirdest thing. People can fuss at me all they want to. They don't have to live like I do. Sometimes, believe it or not, sipping a Coca Cola will stop the ghost gallbladder attack. It don't. Most of the time, it works if I catch it early. Sometimes, no, it's a lost cause. Yep, it's two ways that surgery can go. You'll either be happy as can be, or, well, you're going to have to be really careful what you eat. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate everyone clicking the like button. It really helps. It really does. Now let's see. I'm trying to think. There was something else I was going to talk to y'all about. Of course, now if y'all haven't noticed, this is pineapple season. If you can, get you some pineapples put back. You can dehydrate them. You can can them. You can juice them, you can make the vinegar, you can make the wine. Main thing is make sure that you get it put back away because it's a good source of vitamin C. And if you wanted to, you could dehydrate it very well. Make you got to make sure that it's completely dry, powder it up, and that's an instant way to get a little vitamin C here and there as well. Let's see, I'm trying to think what else. What have I learned this week? A lot of stuff. uh, I know I've got to hold on a minute. What? Hey, I've got to stop. I've got to send in my last go for it. I've got to send in my last email for work. Okay. Hey, look out, Mountain, Georgia. Rock Hunter, how you doing? Welcome to chat. Yes, Junior is helping me in the kitchen with dinner. Yeah, I'm happy with that because they all wanted twice baked potatoes. So, yep, I got the potatoes baked, but didn't run out of time to get them cut in half and scooped out. So, Junior's helping me with that. I'll tell you, and I'm not affiliated with them or anything, but I'm telling you, the Activia probiotic shots or any other probiotic shots. And I'm not talking about injections in your arm or anything. I'm talking about the little containers of probiotics. That has made a big difference. I'm not sure with me. it's a 50-50 chance, but I'm telling you, it's made a big difference. And it's only going to get worse, y'all. I'm telling you. It's let me. I went. Let's see. When was it? Was it Friday? No, it wasn't Friday. It was Sunday when I went to the shop for a family. They wanted me to cook something for them to take to a birthday party. Eggs, an 18 count of just plain eggs, not free range, none of those usual expensive eggs. They were over $5. Yeah, y'all just don't know what's a coming. And I don't know if y'all happen to hear the latest out of Australia. And I know what it comes from. Yeah, I know y'all have all heard of sudden infant death syndrome. Well, in Australia, they're experiencing sudden adult death syndrome. And of course, they're saying that they don't know what's causing it. I'm sorry, I know exactly what's causing it. When a healthy adult that's, you know, 20s, 30s, 40s just drops dead for no reason. Take a wild guess. Yeah, I don't call Dollar Tree anymore. I call it a buck and a quarter tree. But I will tell you, I'm going to do a video. Buck and a quarter tree has some really good, and of course now it's instant oatmeal, but it's not the little bitty packages, it's the big packages. And I made me and Junior some the other day, and let me tell you, that was the absolute best tasting oatmeal we'd had in a while. Yes, it is. It's all about that jab. It is. It is. I have to be careful. I have to, because, they always listen and they always looking forward to shutting down people's channels. Yep, the clock shots. Yep. Yes, they're doing it. Well, I don't know if everybody got to see. I had said it and I thought it was funny. The video I had done on the canning jars, I had set it up to be a short. Well, they wouldn't let it be a short. It should have been a short. It was 25 seconds long and it was the right size and everything, but they wouldn't let me make it a short. Those canning jars, even though on the left side picture, you couldn't really see it very well, those were ball canning jars, quart jars to be exact. And you can go back when I had done the short about, oh, how wonderful. All of a sudden, just out of nowhere, there's canning jars. Lots of canning jars. Well, yeah, between the left and the right picture, the price difference was only a exact month's time. Yeah, I call them buck and a quarter tree. Yeah, that's exactly what it's boiling down to. Oh, believe me, I know all about when it's on you. Yeah, I believe me. $1.50 store. Yep, I call it buck and quarter. And then I get to thinking about auctions. Half, half, half. You have a great evening too, Stacy. Take care. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, prices are going crazy. How'd y'all like that, just all of a sudden cows dying in a field? Those are Kansas cattle and other state cattle. They're used to heat, but just up and die. Mm-mm. Well, they've been planning this since before 1992. I've been following it. Yep. But aren't those Georgia Guidestones recently made? Ain't they? Or are they old? The stones down in Georgia, the Guidestones. I think those weren't those new made. Oh, let me tell you, there's already been a warning in Tennessee about the fentanyl. Yeah, they're starting to soak dollar bills in it. So you're gonna have to even be careful about your paper money, which they know for a fact people's gonna be taking, if you got any sense, getting your money out of the banking system. Because I'm telling you, you need to start weaning your bodies and getting used to heat because the rolling blackouts are coming, like it or not. But yeah, I noticed there was an article the other day for the Memphis Power Company. They're starting to pay attention to the power usage. I'm not going to get ready. Rolling blackouts. I have to study up more about the Guidestones. I don't know enough to talk about them, but yeah, I know there's been enough crap going on. But people's going to have to get acclimated to the heat. They're going to have to quit trusting their deep freezers so easily. Oh yeah, they're going to run it up, and the goal is for it to make people have to choose between light bill or food. I'm in the states too. What have you not had yet? Yeah, it will. See, I'm not worried about that at all about the deep freeze. What? Oh, you just listening? Yeah, they're already talking. That's just like what a lot of people don't know about those blackouts in Ohio. It didn't just hit poor people, it hit the banks. Because guess what? Most of your major banks are out of, what is it, Cincinnati, I think it is?
The processors are out of Columbus. And
Columbus or
was hit
Cincinnati,
hard.
somewhere up in there. And also, yeah, no, it wasn't just poor people that got nailed. The mayor of that big city's house went down. So, yeah, they're not picking and choosing. Just give them time. Give them time. There will be, because that's what they want. They don't want you being able to have, anything like a refrigerator, deep freeze. And here's the thing. Now, I know some people were 2 days without power. Keep that refrigerator shut. Keep that deep freeze shut. Your meat, your food's not going to go bad unless you have one of those refrigerators where the freezer is on the bottom. And well, that's your mistake for buying those. The old fashioned refrigerators with the freezer on top was designed back then. If your power went off, the cold air, if you ever notice in the back of the older refrigerators, there's little channels back there. That's so the cold air comes down into the bottom of the refrigerator. If you don't open nothing, ain't nothing gonna be wasted. That's what they're trying to do is send out the herd, y'all. They just don't care. And if you wanted, which if you live in the city, you don't want to put too much investment into your home. I'm telling you, because really, we're wanting to get as far away from the city as possible. Hold on a minute, I missed some. I'm catching up on chat. Yeah, if that power rolls out, you ain't gonna have no refrigeration for you. Nothing. You ain't gonna have no power at all. You forget we're in a heat wave. We ain't in Idaho. We're in a massive heat wave right now. They don't care. And a rolling blackout, it rolls out on everybody that's in that area. Yeah, we don't have refrigeration. We don't. We still survive. It's a little tricky at times, but hey, guess what? We survive. It's easy to keep things, safe, refrigerated in the wintertime. Summer's a little fun unless you got a spring fed creek. Now, one thing you can do, a lot of people don't know. Now, I wouldn't go to any of the big box stores and get it, but if you go to a bucket of quarter tree, you can get those pool noodles. They do perfectly wonderful as pipe insulation and a whole lot cheaper. Leslie, what are you trying to say? In a rolling blackout, nobody matters. No life matters. And those rolling blackouts up there, they rolling black out the hospital. So tell me, if they really cared, would have shut the hospitals off? No. They want to kill off the old people because that way they don't have to keep paying Social Security. They don't have to keep paying for the medicine and everything. Yeah, but a lot are. Not all boomers are, but a lot are. A lot of them are. And it's sad. I hear them, I talk to them. Yep, but it, you should hear some of the reports coming from the hospitals. There were several of them where their generators were down. Yeah, they won't accept the hospitals when they're having to run on the generators, will not accept new patients. They lock down the hospitals. You are not allowed to get care or anything. So yeah, think about that. You get shot, you kind of screwed. You get shot, you get have to have a surgery, you know, automobile accident, you know. Rolling blackouts, they lock down the hospitals. No new patients at all. They've been saying that for quite a while. But yeah, there's a whole lot of what's not being told to a lot of people unless you dig a little deeper. Yeah, that's just like us. What? Oh, I know. I've been reading about it. I've been hearing about it happening. Yeah. And these rolling blackouts are going to continue. And you think they care? No, not at all. But let me tell you, you got to be careful. Don't think all boomers are enlightened. All boomers aren't. Not all Gen X are enlightened. There's a whole lot of millennials out there who are not enlightened. Then you got this Gen Y and Gen Z. Lord have mercy. There's a lot of out there that are not enlightened and they still refuse to accept it and live in la la land. Like they still believe that the food prices are just going to go away and stop rising. Yep, that's perfectly fine, sister. It was good seeing you. I'm happy you got to come. No, they can't. No, they can't. I'm a Gen X. And you know what? I'm angry at a lot of other, not all, don't get me wrong. Hear me out before you go wall. A lot of the blame falls on a lot of the Gen X generation. We, not all of us, but I'm just saying we, those as a whole that have done that, decided on their own to forget the old ways, not to ask questions, not to learn how to do things. And we made our children soft. Not all of us, don't get me wrong, but we allowed a lot of this crap to start and continue the cycle of deterioration. But yeah, I'm telling you, when these kids have no clue what, how to cook anything because, it's been Happy Meals all their life. Yeah, think about it. Not all of Gen X is to blame, not all, but a good vast majority. Yes. Now, there was Reagan said something very important a long time ago in one of his speeches. Reagan stood there, and you can find it. It's on YouTube. Find the real version of it. He said it would only take them 20 years to dumb down a generation. They nailed it. They freaking nailed it and done it in double time. The schools quit teaching real education. They started teaching this. Oh God, what is that crap called? I can't remember what it's called. But when they started that new form of study, I'm telling you, children. I mean, there's cashiers at work that can't even figure out how much they owe you back. You know, because if the computer doesn't tell them, if the machine doesn't tell them, they have no clue how to do it. Hey, GT Junior, how are you doing? Welcome to chat, family. Well, indoctrination, yes, but Common Core, that Common Core crap, yes. I mean, we got. I even see the zombies of. I've seen the zombies walking around with those. Get off my laptop. Sorry, it was a fly. Look at people walking down the road. They can't walk down the road unless they're staring at a phone. Zombie Nation. I've even seen senior citizens doing it. I'm telling you, the dumbing down has been accomplished badly. Well, if the dumbing down didn't, work, look at the, retirement house in DC. No, no, they don't teach handwriting. You're not allowed to write in cursive anymore. I know it. They don't teach the truth. They don't teach the truth, not whatsoever, believe me. Native American heritage. Let me tell you, they don't teach the truth on that. And they don't teach the truth about slavery either. Yes, no child left behind. Well, man, them poor babies were all left behind. Oh, believe me, comedy nowadays, I don't watch it because it's not funny. It's just pure stupidity. They can leave me behind all they want to. They can actually, if I prefer, if they just leave me alone. But I'm telling you, these kids nowadays have no idea. I mean, your button pops off a shirt or something, you got to have a brand new shirt because Lord, you can't even figure out how to thread a needle to sew a button back on. They don't even know how to wash their own clothes. They don't know how to cook food from scratch. Hey, Angel, welcome to chat. I'm glad you got to make it. But yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, I am so tired of that. I am offended. Pop that bubble and grow the hell up. Yes, it's very sick comedy. And look at some of the video games they're letting loose. I mean, yeah, I'm okay. There is a difference. If you play video games, I don't care what you do, but you should have the common sense enough to, hey, when you leave that computer from playing the game, you're going back into reality. That stuff don't cut it in reality. Play your game, relax, whatever. But don't think you can jump from house to house and all this other crap and killing your fool self, paralyzing your fool self. These kids don't know the difference between fantasy and reality, and that's where they got them. They got them trapped. Hey, Gardner Twitty, how are you doing? I've been worried about you. I hadn't heard anything in a while. We're doing good here, hanging on best we can. Hey, Sue, how are you doing? I made it finally. Good evening, on my owls. It is good to see everybody coming in. I'm still above ground, not kicking high, but I'm still a kicking. I'm a gimping on along. But I mean, these people panicking over baby food, baby formula. You better learn how to feed a baby. Better learn how to get in that kitchen and get to cooking. I mean, they're telling people babies can't have food until they're a year old. My babies were eating at 4 months or younger from the table. I'm not talking about just giving them a steak or a whole piece of chicken, but creamed potatoes, mashed up vegetables. Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were ill. I'm so glad to hear that you're better. I am so sorry. I did not know. I'm happy to hear that you're better though. And I got some information for you. I found um it's called the mushroom plant, and I'll send you the information. Um it tastes just like mushrooms. It's not related whatsoever to mushrooms at all. So you can go back to enjoying the taste of mushrooms. Hold on a minute. Who cooks for you? You're welcome, brother. More than happy. Um, but yeah, right now, proof positive sometimers, but I'm just so busy. I'll send all that information to you as soon as I can. Yeah, it's a highly medicinal herb plant that I just happened to come across. Yeah, I couldn't help myself. I had to make that opening video because we had come home late at night, like we always do, and they were out there just talking and singing, and I'm like, "Oh, I've got to video this. I've got to record this. They will love it." Yeah, that look, I'm perfectly alive. I didn't die from the pet milk. I didn't die. My sister and brother didn't die from it. My mama didn't die. My grandmother didn't die. Oh my gracious. Now, uh, but if you take time to read that label of those baby formulas now, that's if you can find them on the shelf. You'd be surprised of all the crap that's in it. And of course, most of it's soybean. Soybean. They want to start everybody on soybeans early. You know, it helps to, let's just say, in males, it knocks that testosterone down massively. Why do you think? Yeah, a lot of people are easily led astray. No, that's not true, not one bit. See, that's the problem. The news told her. The news. The news. And think about this. Back in the day of our ancestors, what did they use? Yep, chemicals you cannot pronounce. Yep, pet milk and Karo syrup or molasses, blackstrap molasses. Once again, proof of how good molasses is for you. Now, I understand, don't get me wrong, I do understand that there are people who do have milk intolerance. I do understand. Go to the goat. It's not cheap, I'm not going to lie to you. And it aggravates the daylights out of me. But more babies have survived over the centuries thanks to goats. My gracious, if you read the old text and everything, they used to, milk camels. They have milked camels before and fed babies with it. Goats, sheep, camels. I mean, there was quite a few times, you know, Native Americans milked mares and raise children off of it. You do what you got to do to keep that baby alive. That is the only thing I say. Now, with that being said, I understand people are going to still want to procreate, bring babies into this world. I am a staunch believer that this is no world to be bringing no baby into. Not with what we're facing and what's coming down the pike. This is no world for babies, I'm telling you. Yeah, probably watching CNN and all that stuff. Now, look, I've already seen it. I've already seen the recent articles warning people that it's dangerous to feed your babies the evaporated milk. And what I found out, a lot of these websites that are saying that it's dangerous and everything, if you follow the trail of money, there's always a trail of money. A lot of these are funded by big pharma money. They're all funded by big pharma money. There's always a paper trail. Always. That's just like in the herbal world. You have to be careful who you learn from. All the books and everything, find out who they were funded by. There's always a paper trail. Always. Hey, Deborah, welcome to chat. How are you doing this evening? Hey, Red made it. Good evening, everyone. The owls are coming in. Yeah, I go underground. Iron Age, Iron Age, God. Ice Age Farmer, good one. Lot of other independent ones. And of course, now, YouTube's cracking down on, us enlightened ones who aren't going to fall for the baloney. You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. My poor little plants. I had missed out on most of the blooms. I apologize it took so long. I am busier than somebody should be. And I've got more videos I've got to make. I'm just trying to, if this fly don't go away, I'm trying to get them done. I promise you. But people's got to wake up. It's getting railroaded left and right, I'm telling you. Also, pay attention. All these big companies are buying out other companies. A lot of underhanded stuff's going on. China's buying out a whole lot of stuff. And I'll warn people again, stay off that TikTok. If you value your private information, stay off TikTok. That's why you'll never see me on it. You won't see me on it. There were some other things I wanted to talk about. Seek out also, if you're needing to get more seed stock, look for the old farmers, actually true feed stores. And I stopped at an old one going down to visit my sister Angela on Saturday, and it's old fashioned one where they measure by the scoop for seeds. I ended up getting straight neck squash for 50 cents a scoop. I liked it. I had a heart attack right there. Pinball doesn't. He's okay. He's more of a fear pumper, and he's okay. I watch him once in a while. I can only take so much. And Deep South, he's good. Paranoia pumper, but he's good. Well, there's other articles that will dispute that one. The rolling blackouts, yeah, it was bad enough. Rolling blackouts nailed people when it was up in the 90s. Now imagine everyone that is just addicted to air conditioning who hasn't acclimated their bodies to the heat, losing all that air conditioning. Imagine how bad, because people's going to start panicking. They're going to, there's already people. But yeah, if you don't think they're not pulling rolling blackouts on purpose, you might want to go back and hear what Gramps had to say. Gramps, straight from, the how do I want to put it, the hospice house, not the White House anymore. It's either the retirement home or hospice house, depending on how he acts during the week. Yeah, he's been saying, you know, a grid might go down. Who knows? It's all part of the bigger plan. You don't know me very well. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I'm a revolutionist. I've been ready for both parties to go. They have outserved their purpose. They don't care about the people no more. It's all about the positions and the power and the money. Watch them. I try not to listen to him either because Gramps really has not a thing I want to say because he has put this country down into the fiasco that it is. Now, I don't trust Republicans nor Democrats as far as I can throw them because, like I said earlier, become enlightened and know that none of them are to be trusted. If you think Obama was great, you need to read what he was doing behind your backs. Yeah, he didn't shut the pipe down. He didn't shut that down, not whatsoever. Now, this is supposed to be a peaceful place to come chat. I try to keep politics out of it because everybody's sick and tired of the fiasco that's happening now. And yeah, just remember, I'm a revolutionist. So therefore, no, I don't trust either one. Listen, I like to die laughing when the buffoon got on a bicycle. It was hilarious. He knew better. But if you know history, how long have both parties been in power? Way too long. It's been time for a change. I'll tell you, more Americans should be upset because they don't get to know who all's trying to run for president. Because if you're not a Republican or a Democrat, you're not going to get your voice heard. You know why? Because you scare them. You scare them. If somebody who actually has a voice, who wants to change this country back like it should be, they're too scared to let everybody else that's running get up there and talk. And it has aggravated me for a very long time that everyone does not get their voice heard. All of them is guilty. All of them. All of them are in the elites or they're getting paid by them. They're pawns in the game. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't trust either party. They have flip flopped so much that they don't care. They don't care no more, y'all. Realize it, that they don't care. And one will shout a little louder than a banty rooster, get his name, you know, caught up, everybody caught up with him, and then guess what? He wins that vote. Does any of what they said come true? No. Yeah, people's got to realize, quit paying attention to these politicians and hold them accountable for all their lies. Do you know the saddest part? Hey LP, good evening, welcome to chat. The saddest part is most people don't even realize they've been playing the race game for so long, they don't have to push the buttons no more because most of Americans keep perpetuating the hate. This means absolutely nothing. This is just a shell of what I am inside. I bleed and breathe the same as everybody in this chat. Nobody's blood is a different color. You don't breathe in, except unless you're on an oxygen machine or something like that. Now that's, a given. We all bleed and breathe the same until we can realize that they have no more power over us because of what this is. And we can unite as one front for what's right. Then we become a problem and a danger for them. As long as they keep us separated, we are not a danger no more. Yep, they have used it to divide for centuries. It is the most powerful division there is, and it's still going on. I mean, look, they are still got people believing about the gun violence. You know, these guns just up and shoot people by themselves. You know, gun violence is at an all-time high because that gun just jumped off that shelf or come out of a closet or a dresser drawer and just hopped out your door and just shot people. But not no, the person that was holding the gun and doing all the shooting is not the one that's the problem. I get so sick and tired of that, y'all. I really do. Pass all the gun laws you want or think you can. It's not going to stop criminals from getting them. Do you think a law? Have you ever heard of a law abiding criminal? I sure haven't. Yeah, but they sure love to blame those guns for everything. But don't blame the ones behind the guns. It just irks them. It really is. And I'm telling you, another thing I want. Yeah, it's the people. There's the evil of the people. It is. And a lot of this is agged on by, let's just say, special people, elites. Yep. In my book, all lives matter. No one is more important than the other. Everybody does. It don't matter what color you are, you have a right to live. Don't matter. Don't matter at all to me. I don't care what color you are. You're a decent human being. That's what matters. Oh, him and his son are bad. Let me tell you, they are. Well, most people don't realize if they paid attention, to political history, old Gramps was just as racist as they came. He voted for segregation. He voted for the buses not to run. Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. A leopard does not change its spots, they just get smart. Yep, I know many who did. It don't matter how tall you cut. It's called a scape as well. It's the same as the flowers on garlic. You want to cut it about down to about the leaf level of your onion and everything. You use them just like you would garlic scapes. I just really want people to wake up, to pull the rose colored glasses off their eyes. I want people to get those blinders jerked off. I want the American people to finally become free. I want them to wake up and realize what is going on in front of them. I want them to wake up, quit listening to social media, quit believing what these disgusting politicians are saying, and just stop being fooled. I'm not going to lie. I know so many people, and it breaks my heart because most of them are family members. They believe that none of this is coming. Everything's just because, it's because of shipping. No, no, it's not. No. I've quit trying. I do what I can when I can. I try. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to quit trying. I don't try as hard because if you can't read the writing on the wall by now, the freight train coming down the tracks, you don't notice any of that. You don't notice food prices going up. You don't notice the amount of food on the shelves are getting smaller. I'm sorry. I've done what I can. And if you don't know the truth by now, there ain't no way on earth you ever gonna be set free. Know the truth, and the truth shall set you free, people. I say September is what I'm saying. September. And what I'm really hurt and torn over is this fall is when a lot of unexplained deaths are going to happen because of that crap. We're going to see a lot of ugly, we're going to see a lot of pain, and we're going to see a lot of deaths. And true colors of human beings are going to come out, unfortunately. We're going to have to be careful, we're going to have to be safe, and we're going to have to be wise. Yeah, when it's gone, baby, it's gone. And that's why I'm telling people, don't put back crap supplies. Think of what the ancestors ate off. You might get sick of it. I'm sorry. But beans, rice, dried potatoes, because you can always add a little water or some bouillon or something and make the cream potatoes better. Survival mode, folks. Oatmeal, flour, sugar, salt for canning, sugar. You're gonna need sweet stuff once in a while. Hold on a minute. What? Yes, and the yeast as well. Like Junior chimed in about bread yeast, but you could also learn how to make unleavened bread. For a minute, I gotta catch up with chat. Y'all got to talking. Oh, believe me, I know about trucking. Junior's a trucker. I know all about the deaf and everything. Yes. And do you see Gramps in the retirement home doing anything to put a stop to any of this? No, he's sitting back chuckling. Junior said, "Don't get him started on trucking. We'll be here for a while." Not true, Yarn Bark. Not true at all. They have some amazing solar powered well pumps. If nothing else, get the old fashioned where you gotta crank it up yourself. You can do it. There's many ways to keep that well water running. No, they ain't gonna have no use for him once he's out of power. Not at all. I figured he was gonna be dead by now, to be honest. I figured somebody's gonna take him off, so worse and worse. How do we want to pay it worse and worse? Or no, I don't know how to put it because it's bad. I figured those other two jokers were going to move up. But no, that hasn't happened yet. I'm actually surprised well, if it's him that's alive, we don't know the truth at all. We don't know if that's still him. They got all this AI crap in anymore. We don't even know if that's him or not. It's sad. It really is. And the saddest part is, you know what the real saddest part is? America still has not united yet together to say no more. And the sheep just keep paying the prices. The sheep just keep going. I don't know if I want to say sheep or is it going to be lemmings? I'm not sure which one's worse, sheep or lemmings, because I'm telling you, I'm shocked America hasn't had an uprising yet. Yep, and they got their hands in a lot of other crap too. Yep, the wood stove will, hey, it might not heat the whole house, but hey, doesn't mean you have to live in that whole house. Hey, y'all, give me a minute. I'm going to be right back. Like I said about, the gallbladder, no gallbladder, I've got to go to the restroom. I'll be right back and I apologize. Let's see if I can do this. Ouch, graceful. I'm sorry, y'all. It makes me feel rude when I have to do that. Okay, I'm gonna catch up on chat. Let's see. Oh no, did Jana come up and peep at everybody? She came to fill in. I wouldn't put it past her. He's still in the kitchen playing. He's taking breaks off and on. Jana, I'm gonna have to go back through and see what she done. Yep, she wants to get in on the conversation. But y'all gotta realize a lot of this has been going back and forth. You gotta do what you gotta do. Hey, Audrey, welcome to chat. Listen, I'm researching everyone that's running, and I know quite a few I want to see gone. I want to see this buffoon in Memphis, Cohen, gone. It needs to be an end. The founding fathers never meant for there to be, career politicians. If you want to be a career politician, then you need to give up your pay and do it for the people. You're supposed to be working for the people anyway. You chose to work for the people. What did I? Oh, coffee's over here. You choose to do this job. You choose. Yeah, it's all a hoax. It really is. Because if you think about it, the real bull started way back with Daddy Bush, the Clintons, Obamas, Gramps. I hate to say it, but yes, Trump as well. Because I don't know how many people know that his daughter's an elite as well. Yeah, it goes way, way far back. But it was Daddy Bush that signed a lot of rights away when he was down there. And where was that convention? Uh, the beginning of Agenda 21. Agenda 21. Argentina. Yeah, it's all for the money. Now here's my stance. I don't care if you even if you take birthday money, anything, any form of kickback, a gift, anything. That's not why you're in that position. If you take any form of kickback, gifts, money, jewelry, anything, bye. You should be out. You're not supposed to be getting kickbacks of any kind. You're not supposed to be getting trips gave to you and clothes and fancy stuff. Out. Goodbye. He didn't need to take a salary. You know why? He's got enough money to run on anyway. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Now, he did do some good things, yes. But it's all about corruption. It all is. And if that election didn't prove nothing to you, you might want to start waking up. But yeah, it's so much greed. There's so much hate. There's so many lies. And above all else, this world has become way too evil. And it breaks my heart because I know many good people are going to suffer and or die. And it's not right. It's not fair. Nobody deserves this. No one. Yep, lemmings. They really are. Hey, Lawrence. Good evening. The night owl train. Yeah, It's all bribery. It all is. And I'm going to tell you right now, the founding fathers never meant none of this to happen. None of this. Now, there's greed. Now, people might get upset with me. That's okay. That's fine. My opinion, but I do research. Why do you think the founding fathers stated very well separation of church and state? You know why? Because they saw the corruption of what the church done in England. Our founding fathers were all Masons. The crap they get away now with in politics, which we the people, supposed to be we, not you, not you, not you, we, as in a whole, has allowed this to happen. We have allowed this to happen. Oh, did I miss Belly Acres? Hey, Jilly! Ah, you made it just in time. But it's supposed to be we the people, not this one, or this one, or this one. We, as a whole, we have allowed this to happen. And until all of us, the we's, can finally realize just what they've been doing to all of us, they're going to continue to, because we're not a threat. We're not a threat to them, because they know they've got us separated. You know, rich people over here, poor people over here. You know, I've always laughed. They talk about middle class all the time. Middle class, middle. What about the poor folks? Poor folks needs to be talked about just as much as the middle class, as much as the rich class. See, classes, they keep us separated. Colors, skin color, they keep us separated. They have done such a great job of keeping us separated and beat down for so long. Most don't even realize the game anymore. It might act up because, I'm talking a little more politically open. They don't like it when you do that. We had some peace. There still was not as much peace as it should have been on American soil, as there was a lot of evil, and you cannot forget there was a lot of race cards being played under Trump. There was not peace, not real peace and love that was supposed to be happening in this country, because elites with a whole lot more money that got people stirred up that was supposed to been trying to help other people, well, they got a little greedy and started buying stuff that, instead of building community centers and things, training centers and stuff that would actually help the people, they were building mansions out in California and all over. There should have been community centers. There should have been training centers, education centers, GED centers, you name it. None of that was being built, but by dog, them big old fancy mansions were being bought left and right. and baby daddy was, staying real nice and rich. Well, what about other people who, could have used that money to get a hand up to live a better life and get out of the poor places? No, none of that happened. And that aggravates the hell out of me. That woman should answer, and answer very painfully for what all she done, and the greed took over. And what that could have been a beautiful thing, but no, it was all a lie. Oh yeah, it's all planned. It disgusts me to no end. Yes, see, that's it. The problem was everybody's so worried about these. Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoy having the laptop to be able to talk to everyone, and the phone to make my videos. But you know what? All this technology has become the root of a lot of evil. Us as a child, we didn't know about we didn't have computers, we didn't have cell phones, and you know what? We lived pretty good lives. The problem nowadays is skills. They know what they're doing. How many skill trade schools are there? Not many. Everybody's being forced into the computer world, technology, blah, blah, blah. Well, what happens when all that goes down? Nobody's going to have a job. Nobody. I'm a trying. I only try my best to speak the truth because I see both sides. It's good being a revolutionist because you can see the greed in both parties. Like I said, both parties have been needing to go for a long time. This government needs to be cut down by at least two-thirds, if not three-quarters, because there's too much taxes being took out. There's too much highway robbery. I mean, you're paying all these taxes at the gas pump to fix the roads, but you never see no roads being fixed. It's just too many lies, and people are working too many jobs that the government, has no real use for it. It's just a title. I mean, take a look at how many interns are running around DC, around all them filthy, nasty people up there. There's a lot of change needs to be made. A lot of change. We need skill set workers, plumbers, carpenters, electricians, welders, well drillers, you name it. And you know what we need more than anything? Farmers that really care about being a farmer and not a poison slinger. We need more real farms. We need pick your own places that aren't trying to gouge like no tomorrow. We need we need places, community gardens where people can feel safe to grow food together. There is a lot of need of a lot of change. Hey, look, FBI, CIA can go as well for all I care. But until people wake up, nothing's going to change. We got too many children who have been brainwashed, and they, until parents can start being parents again, until the truth is the truth again, nothing's going to change, unfortunately. And unless us older folks stand up and say no more. Yep, the IRS could go far, far away. You better believe it. Yeah, but it's not a world for children to be born into right now. I think the dog agreed with it. But yeah, I'm telling you, the way we're going to have to save the kids now is actually making sure they are kept fed because these new mamas, Lord have mighty, they don't have the sense to feed their children. They really don't. They don't. They're fine. They know how to make them babies, but they don't know how to feed them babies or take care of them babies. We're going to have to make sure these babies survive. But the rate of babies coming into this world needs to slack off massively because they're already, the FDA already gave them the green light to start jabbing babies as early as 6 months. And well, we know what that's going to happen, what that's going to cause. Listen, it's heartbreaking. Now, I know people only know what they're taught. But when you see basket loads, and I know when it's food stamp time, and it's sad, it really is. When you see basket loads of ramen noodles, boxes of chips, sodas, cheap crap, you know what time it is. And it's only because nobody has taught them how to shop. Oh, you will be happy and own nothing? Yeah. Listen, I'm watching apartments coming up left and right around the city. They want you to get as far in debt as you can. And I'm also noticing that all these apartments are lease only. Guess what? You will own nothing and be happy. Hey, Bounty, you made it back. Yep, cell phones, they're umbilical cords. I agree with you, Julie. I mean, watch the people as they walk down the streets. I watched, and I'm not joking, this man had been in his 70s. You know, when they're white haired, they're getting old, they're getting up there. He was walking around a corner and had to stop every little bit to look up from the phone to make sure he was actually still on the pavement. I almost hollered out, put that damn phone down and get to where you're trying to get to safely. Yes, and it was meant to, that was going to happen. I already knew that was going to happen. Hold on, I missed it. Oh yeah, yeah. The statistics they're coming out finally. Of course, they're coming out now after about 3/4 of America has been jabbed. There's a lot of studies coming out, a lot of it coming out of Stanford and everything. Now, of course, you got to read the further paper trail on a lot of these studies and see who funded these studies. But yeah, the ugly's starting to come out about the jabs. Well, the bad problem about that is guess what? There's no reversal. I know of one holistic doctor who is trying his best to reverse them, but you have to have a special blood test to see if the jab is affecting your blood cells. And guess what? That blood test is rarely ever used. Now, think about that. If a test is rarely ever used, isn't that a better way to go about secretly, infecting a lot of people and not get caught doing it? A lot of bad things, people. All right, I'm going to get on off here because I got to get dinner finished up. Junior's sitting here in the chair next to me, giving me the look.
No, you can keep going if you want. I've just got some sore feet. I'll be back. I'll be back at it in a bit.
Take a break. You hear that? He's got sore feet. Well, I know his foot's sore. I didn't expect him to last that long. No, Jilly, I have not got it yet. I apologize if anybody has sent me something. This post office is closed on Saturdays, and today was a federal holiday. So I went to check. I forgot today was a federal holiday. I will go check the post office tomorrow. Now, look, don't you think I made him cook? He asked me if I needed some help. He wanted to help, so I let him.
Give him, give him the quick Thanksgiving turkey story.
Hold on a minute. All right, just because one person believes one thing differently from you, it's not good to, if you haven't realized that it's not yet, everybody has a right to their opinion. Everybody has, a butthole as well. Let's try not to become a butthole while trying to take away another person's opinion. America, free speech. It's very important. It's a, you know, birthright in America for now until they take it away. So, in my chat, I would appreciate no name calling. Everybody has a right to voice their opinion. If that's how they feel about something, that is perfectly fine. That is their birthright. Our ancestors died for the right for us to speak freely. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people take that for granted and pump a lot of lies. Just remember, the way one person wants to talk is their right. It all depends on how you see the bigger picture. And to some people, that is what it is. It all depends on your religious upbringing. You call it what you want to call it. If she wants to call it the mark of the beast, so much to her. That is her right. Just because you do not agree with that, that is a difference of opinion. People have a right to their opinion. Yes, I'm just saying that I firmly believe and freedom of opinions. I just want to make this a safe place where all owls can come talk freely and not feel like they're harassed for talking the way they want to. All are welcome in this live stream. So, with that being said, I look forward to talking to everyone next week. Please stay safe and sound in this heat wave, y'all. Stay hydrated, stay safe. Everyone, take care. I love you, and may you each be blessed. I will see y'all next week. Take care, everyone.